A dog with great impulse control can see a temptation and still pause, think, and make a smart decision rather than acting impulsively. However, I can definitely tell you that most of the clients that I work with start with almost no impulse control.
Gusset. Okay. Wait. That wasn't exactly as I expected.
So let me ask you a question. How is your dog's impulse control? Do they steal food? Chase after things that they shouldn't? Scavenge on walks and find things that you wish they didn't? Today I'm going to show you how to train what I feel as a professional dog trainer is the most important obedience cue. Leave it.
Gus, leave it? Yes.
The cue leave it means don't go after that thing that you're interested in.
Leave it? Yes.
You can use it for trash on the ground,
Leave it?
food on the counter, squirrels, cats, or other animals that your dog might want to chase, or anything else that you don't want your dog to pursue.
That's disgusting.
Dogs are naturally curious animals, but not everything that they're interested in is safe for them. Training your dog to leave it gives you a verbal way to protect your dog and keep them safe. And training your dog to leave it is easier than you think. By the end of this video, you're going to have a clear step-by-step method that you can use with your dog at home. Instead of showing you how with an already perfectly trained dog that really knows this skill, I'm going to be demonstrating with my client Gus, who had zero impulse control when we first started training. This will allow you to watch a genuine progression of the skill. I find it's a lot more helpful if I use untrained dogs, that way you can actually watch the dog learn the skill on camera. I'm also going to share a few pro training tips to make sure that the cue works in real life, especially out on walks.
Leave it? Yes.
Let's jump in. To start this training, you'll need a few different kinds of treats and a loaded marker word. First, why multiple kinds of treats? Starting in training step 2, you're going to use a lower value treat as the distraction and a higher value treat as the reward. This teaches your dog that ignoring something tempting means they'll get something even better from you. It's really important to understand your dog's food preferences and know what counts as high and low value for them. I tested this with Gus before starting Leave It training, and I highly encourage you to do the same. And second, you need a loaded marker word.
Yes.
A marker word is a word like yes that you say the moment your dog does something right. It tells your dog, I like what you just did, a reward is coming for that. This clear communication and precise timing speeds up training and it helps your dog make more of the right choices again in the future. I've linked a tutorial down in the video description that explains how to test your dog's food preferences and how to load a marker word. I strongly encourage you to check that out and complete both before you actually start this training. Now that we've covered the prerequisites, let's start training. Step 1 is uncued impulse control. During this step, you're not actually going to ask your dog for anything. Instead, they're going to learn that patience is what gets rewarded. I love training methods like this one that teach the dog to make desirable choices on their own. This is also really helpful if you have children in the home because it teaches your dog not to steal food from people's hands. Here's how to do it. Hold a treat in your closed fist and hold it out to your dog. Your dog will likely paw, lick, or even nibble at your hand while they try to get it. Just wait and hold your hand steady. The moment that your dog backs off or pauses from trying to get it, say yes and let them have that reward.
Yes.
In this step, it's fine to reward your dog with a treat that's already in your hand.
Yes.
We're just working on patience. I want to quickly address 2 common questions that you might have. The first, which I often hear from puppy guardians, because puppies have razor-sharp teeth,
Yep, that's me.
is what if their teeth hurt my hand? I have 2 recommendations. First, you can skip this step entirely and just move to step 2 where we add the verbal cue. I do find that incorporating step 1 and building some impulse control helps strengthen the training overall, but the later steps will still work if you completely skip this one. However, my preferred suggestion if their mouthing is hurting your hand is to start with a really boring, low-value item in your hand such as lettuce. Your dog won't be as motivated to get it, so they should learn to disengage quickly. And when they do, then slowly increase the value of what you're holding in your hand. And the second common question is how long should it take for the dog to disengage when you first start training? Honestly, every dog is different. Some take 10 seconds, others are going to take a minute. Try not to worry about where your dog is starting. Just be consistent with your expectations, and you'll find that they get faster and faster at this.
Yes. Good boy, Gus.
Eventually, they won't try to take it from you at all.
Yes.
That's amazing. Once your dog is consistently showing that level of self-restraint,
So now we're going to add a 3 to 5 second delay.
then start waiting for a 3 to 5 second disengagement before you reward.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Then you're ready for step 2.
Yes, Gussie. Good boy.
Step 2 is introducing the leave it cue. Now it's time to teach your dog what leave it actually means. For this step, you're going to need 2 different kinds of treats. The low value treat as the distraction and the high value treat as the reward. From now on, your dog will never get the treat that you ask them to leave. This makes it more like real life situations. Let's say your dog finds an unknown substance on the sidewalk. They are not going to be getting that item as the reward.
No, that's never gonna happen.
In this step, we want the dog to learn that leave it means don't go for that thing, and in return, I'm going to give you something even better. Now you might be wondering, does this mean that the treat always has to be higher value than whatever the dog is interested in for this training to actually work? How can a treat compete with a squirrel? Don't worry, it doesn't have to. I'm going to link this quick video in the description that explains why treats don't always have to compete with the thing that your dog is interested in order to be effective. Now let's train the leave it cue. Present the low value treat with an open hand as you tell your dog to leave it. If your dog goes for that treat, which honestly they likely will the first time you try this, then make sure that you close your hand into a fist to prevent them from accessing it. Wait a couple seconds and then try again. When your dog doesn't go for that treat, mark yes to let them know that they got it right and give them the higher value reward from your other hand. Here are some quick tips and common training mistakes to avoid. First, don't repeat the cue, just say it once. Second, don't punish your dog for any mistakes. Just reset and go back a training step if you need. Third, if you're getting frustrated or bored, take a break. This should feel like a fun game for your dog. And 4, just keep sessions short and positive. 5 to 10 minutes a day is more than enough. If you're finding this video helpful, then check out the free guide that I've linked below. It walks you through the exact order that I teach all obedience skills and why, plus it includes a video tutorial for every one. Keep practicing this until your dog consistently resists that open hand temptation. Then move on to step 3. Step 3 is on the floor leave it training. This time, you're going to place that lower value treat on the ground close to you as you say leave it. If your dog resists trying to grab it, mark yes and give them the higher value treat as you pick up the original one.
Yes.
If your dog instead does try to grab that treat, then make sure that you quickly cover it with your hand to prevent them from getting it. With successful repetitions, progressively move that treat closer and closer to your dog as you say leave it. I often tell my clients to progress more slowly and cautiously once you hit that dangerous center line. At that point, the treat is closer to your dog than it is to you, and your ability to block their attempt at stealing will be more challenging. Keep in mind that dogs tend to repeat what worked out well for them, so you don't want your dog to grab that floor treat and self-reward for ignoring the leave it cue. Progress slowly and try to have minimal mistakes. Once your dog can ignore a treat placed between their paws, you're ready for the next step. Step 4 is adding movement. I find that this is what most tutorials skip, but it's really important. Placing the treat between your dog's paws is impressive, but in the real world, things don't just sit still. Squirrels run, food falls, trash blows in the wind, interesting things typically move. So to make the leave it skill useful for real life, we need to train it with movement as well. To do so, you're now going to toss that treat rather than placing it. This is much more difficult for your dog since that movement is going to trigger their chase instinct.
Yes. Gus, leave it. Oh. Don't do that.
Therefore, start again by dropping it close to yourself and follow the same progression as step 3 to progressively get it closer and closer to your dog.
Gus, leave it. Yes. Ugh. That was a bit far. Leave it.
Once your dog can handle that treat being tossed between their paws without trying to get it, then practice in a standing position instead. When that's easy, then move on to step 5 where you're going to generalize that skill.
Yes. Yes, good
Dogs
boy.
aren't great at generalizing skills without some help. They might understand what leave it means in the dining room where you practice, but they might still not understand that same cue in the front entrance or out on walks.
Gus, leave
By
it.
practicing in different areas around your house, you can help your dog to solidify that leave it cue as a universal concept, not just a location-specific trick. If you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate if you hit like and left a comment to let me know. Your kind feedback really motivates me to keep creating more free tutorials like this one. Now, what if you want to take leave it training even further? What about out on walks or other real-world situations? I have 3 more advanced tutorials for you to check out that target specific uses for the leave it cue. The first one that I would suggest checking out is this advanced tutorial where I show how to make the skill really strong on walks. Next, if you're struggling with your dog's prey drive, then this step-by-step tutorial will show you how to use that leave it skill to stop animal chasing. And lastly, if your dog steals food, then this tutorial will show you how to use that leave it cue to stop counter surfing. Happy training! I'll see you in the next video.